Is this a genuine survival tool, or is it just for kids to have fun in the woods? Right then, so I've got a survival shovel, basically. I've had it for a little while, and I'm going to get everything out and have a look at it, and then see exactly what it's made of, what it is, if it's going to be any good. Right then, so let's open it up and see what we've got inside there. Okay, so that's the main shovel. Got that bit there. And another bit there. And that is it. That is that. Right then. So let's open this up first and have a look. Okay, so that is on a reverse thread there. So it's basically a standard shovel, but you can actually stick it on 45 degrees. So it's more of a entrenching tool, but we're not going to bother with that right now. So we'll put that back in there, tighten that up, and we'll have a look in here. Okay, and there we go. So that is steel. That is steel. It's not aluminium, so that's a good start. Not even sure what brand this is, Ioka or something. But anyway, so we've got what looks like a chopping edge on there. Not very sharp, so that's more of an axe blade. You've got the standard shovel, serrated edge there. Assuming that's for like line, stripping line, stuff like that, just for chopping cord. And you've got a couple of like hexagon bolt things in there as well, so it's more of like a multi-tool type thing. Now, rather bizarrely, there is that in it as well, which is a Phillips and a flathead screwdriver bit. Now they don't fit in there, so we'll see. So two part, there we go, look. So there's a bit there with the hexagon on, and that I'm assuming fits in there like that. It does, yeah. However, you're not going to be able to put much pressure on that. It is really, really wobbly. And if you put pressure on it, it's going to fall in. There's no way of stopping it dropping out at the other end. So that is pretty much useless, as I said. So that's off in the pocket out of the way. So the other handle, let's have a look what we've got in here. So we've got a glass breaker on this upper end here. That does unscrew. We've got a fire lighter as well. Awesome, we'll give that a go. And what's in there? And if we unscrew that, yeah, a blade. And there, that's just another hollow tube. So we've got a blade there. Quite a sharpish edge, not massively sharp. And again, another serrated edge there for sawing and cutting bits like that. So let's have a look. That bit does unscrew as well. And it looks like there's a whistle in there as well. So that is the glass breaker, that comes undone. Put the blade there out of the way. And I'm assuming, yeah, that unscrews. Oh, and there's a little whistle in there as well. Quite loud, it's not too bad. So, pop that back in there. So what I'm thinking is, at the very least, a survival shovel should, especially with the fire starter, be able to help us clear an area, collect some firewood, cut things to size for the fire, and then help us get that fire going. So that's the mission. That's what we're going to do. We're going to give it a go anyway. As I suspected, there isn't much standing deadwood in here at all, and everything else that is on the ground is soaking wet. However, I did find this hanging in a tree, and it's got a multitude of different thicknesses and stuff on there. So what we're going to do is we're going to just try hacking a bit of this off, seeing what the blades work like, and then we're going to try sawing some bits as well, and we'll see what they're like. Not really expecting massive things, to be perfectly honest, but we'll see. Quite surprising. Okay, so that is coming loose already. Yeah, the on the hits, it is twisting and it is coming loose, I'm afraid. So that's not the best of starts. So we'll keep going anyway and just see. As far as a blunt chopping edge, it is actually doing the job that I'm expecting it to do. So quite impressed. Right, we'll go for something a little bit thicker now. And just see. So, there we go. So yeah, it's anything more than just one strike and it is going to come loose, unfortunately. So that is something to definitely bear in mind. And every single hit, the shock comes straight up that handle, straight into your hand. So it is going to get painful quickly if you're chopping constantly. So yeah, that is quite useless at anything over a thumb thickness. Basically, that's going to take far too long. It's going to take too much energy, too many hits to get it done. And as I said, the vibration coming up that handle is absolutely rubbish, and everything is twisting loose as well. So it's not ideal at all. So we'll try the saw blade anyway. We've got a nice little bit there we can have a go at and just see. Good grief. That is cutting, but again, it's not ideal. And it's going to take a lot of effort. Yeah. Right then. I'm giving up on the shovel saw. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take that bit off and I'm going to try the little saw blade on the knife. Yeah, I mean, it's a good chunky handled knife, but it's the blade is pretty flimsy, to be fair. But we'll give it a go anyway and see. We eventually did get through it. Took quite a bit of effort, but it was easier to use than the shovel blade, basically. One thing I did notice though, as I was screwing the end of this, was coming loose all the time. So that's something else to bear in mind. However, we've kind of got a fair bit of wood to do a fire, so I'm going to get that set up now, get the fire striker out, and just see if we can't get a little one going. We've got the rod out of the handle, and we've got the blade attachment still in there. So what we're doing is we're only wanting really to see if this sparks to actually get a fire going. We've got a bit of wood here. I'm not going to start a fire because we don't need one. There's no point. All I want to do is just see if this is enough to get this sparking. And what we've got there is just tumble dryer lint. And I always keep a bag of that in a waterproof bag in my rucksack, basically, because it's perfect. It'll catch a flame, it'll catch a spark really easily, and that's what we want. We want it to be as easy as possible when we're out and about, and this is just to see if this will actually work. So let's go. There we go, and that's lit. That is going. So it works. It does the job. It's helped us collect a bit of wood. Admittedly, it were quite hard. Would I carry one? I don't know. I'd probably keep it in the car just in case anything happened. Especially through winter, I think it might be useful if you needed to dig out some snow or whatever. It might be really useful. But as a bona fide survival tool, I don't think it's practical enough, really. I think there's better things out there. There's certainly better tools out there, but it depends how much you want to carry, where you're going, what it is you're actually doing. But this was a bit of fun, actually, and I'm going to give it to the kids just so they can dig holes on the beach and stuff like that, and do some little foraging and bits. So from that point of view, it's money well spent, but I wouldn't really spend a fortune on one because I don't believe they're the best tool for the job, basically. But I'm going to leave some links in the description anyway. You can go and check them out, check out some independent reviews, and I'll catch you all next time. Cheers.